Hey, what if I told you that you could get help with your rent, even if you already have a roof over your head? Or get this, free, healthy meals delivered right to your door. Well, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on some little-known Medi-Cal benefits that could honestly change your life. And the best part? The rules have changed, meaning you might be eligible for support you never ever thought was possible.
Okay, let's just jump right in and tackle a huge misconception. When you hear the words housing assistance, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For a lot of us, it's the image of someone sleeping on the street. But you know what? That's a really narrow and frankly often inaccurate picture of what's really going on.
The reality is, the official definitions for things like homelessness and what counts as a serious health condition have gotten a lot broader. And this is a total game changer because it means that so many more people, and that could include you, might now qualify for some serious support. So let's break down that first myth. What does homeless actually mean when we're talking about these new benefits? Seriously, forget the stereotypes. It all comes down to one simple thing. How stable is your housing situation? This right here, this slide is so important because it's all about the power of language. Now, this is not about bending the truth, not at all. It's about using the right words to accurately describe what you're going through. So for instance, instead of just saying, "Oh, I live with family," if you're there because you lost your own home, the correct term is that you're doubled up. That one little change in phrasing can literally be the key that unlocks the help you need. And just look at how broad this definition is now. Are you crashing on a friend's couch, kind of wondering where you'll be next week? Staying in a motel because there are no other options? Are you crammed into a super overcrowded apartment or maybe living in a converted garage that isn't exactly safe or legal? Are you worried sick about an eviction notice? If any of that sounds familiar, you could be eligible for housing support. So here's the bottom line. This isn't about being on the street. It's about being in a stable, safe, and secure home. If your current housing situation is anything less than that, you may qualify for help. It's that simple. Okay, let's move on to another major barrier that stops people from getting help. This whole myth of what a serious health condition is. And just like with housing, the official definition of serious is way broader than you'd probably guess. It's not about a scary-sounding label. It's all about the impact on your life. And here we go again. It all comes down to describing your situation accurately. It's not enough to say, "I have anxiety." The key is the impact that anxiety has on your life. Does it make it tough to hold down a job? Does it mess with your relationships? That's the crucial piece of the puzzle.
The official term for this is functional impairment. I know, it sounds a little clinical, but it's really simple. It just means that your health condition, whether it's physical or mental, is getting in the way of you doing the things you need to do every day. So for example, if your depression is so bad you can't get out of bed to go to work, boom, that's a functional impairment.
And just take a look at this list. These are not some rare, out there diseases. These are really common conditions that millions of people deal with every single day. If you're one of them and that condition is creating that functional impairment we just talked about, you could be eligible for a whole bunch of support services. All right, so we've talked about who might qualify. Now let's get to the really good part. What kind of help can you actually get? And I'm not just talking about another doctor's appointment. We're talking about real-world support that can help you with the very foundations of a healthy life. These services are called community supports, and they're designed to tackle the root causes of health problems. So instead of just handing you a pill for your anxiety, they might help you find a stable place to live or get you access to healthy food. The whole idea is to help you build a solid foundation for a better, healthier life. Think about this for a second. If you're struggling with a condition like diabetes or heart disease, you know how crucial it is to eat well. But what if you can't afford it or just can't get to fresh, nutritious food? Well, with these new benefits, you could get up to 12 weeks of healthy, medically tailored meals delivered right to your door. And a lot of the time, that could even be extended if you still need it. Wow, need a hand getting into a new place? They have got you covered. We're talking thousands of dollars, over $5,000 in some cases, to help with things like your security deposit, your first month's rent, even catching up on utility bills. They'll even help with a pet deposit for your support animal. And this is huge. There's a new program that can help you with your rent for up to 6 months. That's half a year of breathing room, half a year to get back on your feet without that constant worry of losing your home. I mean, that is an absolute lifeline for so many people. If you're a caregiver for a family member, you know how rewarding it is. But let's be real, you also know how completely exhausting it can be. And that's why this benefit is so incredible. You can get up to 336 hours of free respite care a year. That's someone who can step in and give you a much-needed break, a chance to recharge so you can keep being the amazing caregiver you are. And believe it or not, the support doesn't stop there. They can help make your homes safer and healthier with things like air filters for asthma or grab bars to prevent falls. They can even provide someone to help with personal care, like cooking and bathing. It's all about giving you the support you need to live a safe, healthy, and independent life. So, after hearing all of this, you might be thinking, okay, this sounds amazing, but how in the world do I actually get this help? Don't worry, it's way simpler than you think. Let's just walk through it right now. Here it is, just 3 simple steps. First, just think back on the examples we just talked about. Do any of them ring a bell for you? Second, reach out to the fantastic team at the Help is Hope Foundation. And third, and this is important, when you talk to them, use that specific language we covered to describe your housing or health situation. And here is all the info you need to get started. You can go straight to that self-enrollment link, or you can use the Get Help link if you want a little more assistance. I'd honestly recommend pausing right here to take a screenshot or just jot down these links. You are definitely going to want these handy.
And listen up, because this is a really, really important point. You do not need a doctor's permission to get this help. You don't need a referral. You have the power to take this first step all by yourself right now. You are in the driver's seat of your own health and your own well-being. So the only question left is, what are you waiting for? The help is out there, it's real, and now you know exactly how to get it. So please, take that first step. Go unlock the support that you deserve and start building a healthier, more stable life for you and your family.